Of Sticks-n-Stonez. I am your host, Brent Elrod, coming to you from the cozy confines here on the patio at the No Shoes Bar and Grill, deep in the heart of the Republic of Texas. I have a great show lined up for you today, and I'm trying to be just a little more prepared than I was last week. I was completely off last week. I don't know what was going on. But anyway, tonight, it is nighttime. I'm normally doing this in the afternoon, but had a few things I was trying to get done. Tonight, I have a great matchup. I am pairing a Perdomo Lot 23 Connecticut with Weller Special Reserve. I think it's going to be a great matchup, so right after this, we are going to pop the cork, cut the stick, and get to toasting. The Perdomo Lot 23 Connecticut, this particular stick is a 6x50 on the ring gauge, a Toro. It is Nicaraguan binder, Nicaraguan Cuban seed long fillers grown on a single Perdomo estate. And it has a Nicaraguan Connecticut shade wrapper. That was a whole lot of stuff there. All right. Now, visually, it has tight but visible seams. Minimal to moderate veining. The veining it does have is pretty pronounced. You can see it really well, but there's not just a tremendous amount of it. It is a beautiful, beautiful light tan color for those of you on the live stream that can see that. On the nose, I'm getting like kind of a rich tobacco aroma, some pepper, some like grass or hay, and maybe just a hint of leather. Now, I'm going to give this a cut. It is so dark out here, I can't even see where my cutter is. I am not used to doing this in the evening. For tonight's stick, I am using my trusty Cassetti multi-cutter on V-cut. This is what I generally do. Very beautiful V-cut there. Now, on the cold draw, I get some hints of cocoa, maybe something along the lines of it's a taste on the palate, but it would kind of remind you of the aroma of like sawdust. There's a little bit of nuttiness and earthiness to it, and just a hint of fruit. That seems like it's going to be a very good stick. Now, for the spirit, we are doing Weller Special Reserve. This is my 750 milliliter bottle, my 5th bottle, but I have a 1.75 that I fill that into. I don't keep 1.75 sitting out on my shelf. I keep those put away. Anyway, let's move on. Special Reserve is the most common of the Weller line. Basically, it's their base spirit. Weller founded his distillery in the 1840s and came up with the idea of replacing rye with wheat in 1849. Thus started the wheated bourbon that we know today. William L. Weller hired the now infamous Julian Van Winkle, later known as Pappy Van Winkle, and that is the beginning of his illustrious career in the alcohol business. It is a straight bourbon. It is from the Buffalo Trace Distillery. It is an ongoing release. It's 90 proof, and it is a non-age statement. Now, the mash bill is undisclosed, but it is the Buffalo Trace wheated mash bill, which is made of corn, wheat, and malted barley. Now, let's glass a little up and see how it looks. No cork to pop. That is, with Weller, Weller is one of my favorites, and that is the one real drawback I have to it is they don't use corks. Now, as you can see on the live stream, this is a very, very beautiful kind of medium copper color, a little bit of a reddish hue to it. On the nose, I get quite a bit of vanilla and a little bit of caramel, some grains from the wheat, and maybe just a hint of floral on the nose. Now the palate. I'm telling you, that is one of the smoothest bourbons that I've had. I think probably the most smooth could be Gentleman Jack. That triple distill, it's filtered through sweet sugar maple charcoal. That is a extremely smooth whiskey, but this can pretty much hold its own with just about anybody. Now, on the palate, I get more vanilla and caramel, but I'm also getting some honey with some light traces of oak and flowers. So it's a very, very wonderful whiskey. Straight bourbon. Sorry, I just had to have an extra swig. Now, let's fire up this stick and see how these go together. A cornucopia of smoke and flavors. I just felt like using the word cornucopia. Now, on the light, I get kind of a coffee flavor, cedar, some cashews, and a pretty good dose of spice. And then on the retro inhale, I get quite a bit of spice. Yeah, those really do blend well together. The stick's kind of a medium to medium full strength, probably airing more on the side of medium, and of course the Weller is not overpowering at all. The vanilla and the caramel in the Weller is blending very well with the coffee and the cashew from the stick. I love it when smoke hangs in the glass like that. Yeah, those are going really well together. I think this is going to be a really great matchup. I am going to burn this down to the halfway mark, and then I will come back and give you an update. Hey, Stoners, I am back here at the half. The stick has added in some a little more woodiness and nuttiness, and the coffee is kind of ramped up a little bit. And as has, I guess, the kind of the earthy notes as well. But then there's also been a little pop of citrus, and then that's likewise with the Weller. Some of the fruit really kind of emerged as it began to marry with the smoke off the stick. They're really going together well. This is really a great combination, and I will hate to see it end. So I am going to go ahead and burn this down to the band, and then I will come back and give you my final thoughts. Hey, Stoners, I am back. Here in the last half, the sticks flavors really begin to mellow. The strength settled in to a really solid medium, and the sweet and kind of citrusy notes all but disappeared. The flavors that came out were that of say dried leaves and earth, leather, and some roasted nuts. The Weller really saved the day with its sweet and mellow profile. I would give the Perdomo Lot 23 Connecticut an 88 matchsticks out of 100. It would have definitely got a 90 plus if it hadn't kind of fallen off in the last half, but it wasn't a bad fall off. It was just, it settled into some different things, and I think the first half was a little better than the second half. The Weller is one of my favorites, and I would give it 90 Whiskey Stones out of 100. These two did pair together very, very well, and I definitely think you should try them. Like I said early on in this stick, I think this could be my favorite Perdomo to date. It is a really good stick, and I would like to smoke more just to see if I kind of have that same first half, second half change. Sometimes you do have an individual stick that just won't perform as well as all the other ones in that line. So I definitely want to try it again. Like I said, I think it's a really, really great cigar. I hope you have enjoyed this episode as much as I have enjoyed bringing it to you. Please leave me your thoughts, comments below. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, notify so that you know when I drop new content. I have some great pairings and new content coming up. You can find me pretty much anywhere. I'm on Amazon. That you can actually put in Sticks STICKS -N-Stones STONEZ into the Amazon search bar on the Amazon store, and you'll find our episodes there, and they're free. So that's a great value. We're also on Pandora, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and I'm really now pushing Sprecher, which is a division of iHeartRadio. And you can also find me. The audio episodes are on YouTube, courtesy of Sprecher. So you can go to YouTube if you don't happen to have the Sprecher app, or you don't feel like downloading it or whatever. Everybody's got a YouTube account. I don't know anybody that doesn't. My mom may even have a YouTube account, and she's 80. Please visit our website, Sticks-n-Stonez.com, Sticks-n-Stonez.com. All one word, all lowercase. You can find our episodes there. You can find blog posts. I blog about a whole bunch of stuff: college football, whiskey, cigars, a whole lot of different things. So, there's something there for everybody. Like I said, we got the Amazon store for show merchandise and links. We also have links to our affiliate partners on the website. I am an affiliate marketer for companies like Carhartt, Greg Norman Golf Wear, Huck High Performance Fishing Wear, Total Wine, Cigars International, and we just recently added Fanatics, which is fan wear. So baseball, basketball, football, hockey, they have pretty much all of it, college and pro. So you can find a link to all of those on the Sticks-n-Stonez page, and then I post stuff where I'm, like I did one last week. I was wearing a Fanatics. So as a matter of fact, yesterday, shirt and hat, and did a little short, like 30-second reel. So there's I've got stuff all over the place where you can go and click and get to our ad partners. We really appreciate you supporting them, and they are supporting us. So by supporting them, you're supporting us. And then don't forget that the link to the stick and the spirit will be in the show description. The link to the stick will be Cigars International, and the link to the spirit will be at Total Wine. It'll take you directly to that page, so you will pop up at the Perdomo Lot 23 page. And if you liked what you heard, and you wanted to order one, you can pop right on in and order one. Total Wine, it's a little bit different. They have to have an agreement with your state to ship you stuff, and they don't have an agreement with Texas, but they have stores in Texas. So I can get it delivered from the store for free. So, however it works out, whatever works for you. But Total Wine is wonderful. Until we get to be together again, keep your sticks dry, your stones cold, and have a great day.